What's good guys, my name is Oleg Nikitin, you're watching No Limits On channel from Russia with love, and today we're comparing the iPhone 12 Pro Max with the 13 Pro Max in terms of video, all of the aspects. Let's go. So let's start off with the comparison of dynamic range. With the ultra-wide camera we can basically see identical pictures, just a little different white balance. The 13 Pro Max is a little warmer and it's okay. In terms of sharpness we see identical pictures, I guess. Maybe 2 or 3% of edge to the 13 Pro Max, but it's negligible. The same situation with the wide camera, maybe it's a touch more noisy on the 12 Pro Max, especially in the shadows. When we get closer to 100%, it's almost identical. Once again, maybe a touch sharper the 13 Pro Max. Here we have 4K 60, slowed down clip, almost identical sky, almost identical sharpness, almost identical everything. So 1x camera with good lighting conditions is kinda the same, I guess. And the selfie camera test, 1 2 3 mic check, 1 2 3 mic check. The car is passing by, of course, and in terms of HDR it looks almost the same. Oh, a pole is rising from my head. So yeah, this is it. Basically kind of identical performance, I guess, but maybe 13 is a little bit better, just a tiny little bit. Almost identical cameras. In terms of sound, the 13 Pro Max has a little bit more bass, I guess. Just let me know in the comment section below what do you think about the sound. On this shot with the ultra wide we can see that the dynamic range is a little different. We do not have hotspots from the sun at the left corner of the building, but in the shadows we do get almost identical information. On this ultra wide shot we can see the difference in color. The 12 Pro Max has a little more towards green and the 13 Pro Max towards yellow or red. And basically it was the same in real life as the 13 Pro Max colors, close to those. And on this crop we can see that both cameras are just a total pixel mass when we crop in a lot.
What's good from St. Petersburg? 1 2 3 mic check, 1 2 3 mic check.
Also, as a disclaimer, I have to mention that I wiped all of the lenses of both phones before each shot, so they are not dirty or something, it's just the best conditions of those lenses in terms of physics and, fingerprints. On the ultra-wide shot we can see the lack of contrast with the 12 Pro Max. On the wide shot we can see that it's getting better, but I do prefer the white balance of 13 Pro Max, it's more true to life. And on the telephoto module we can see the difference in focal length. It's not that big of a difference, guys. And when we crop in for 100%, we can see that the 13 Pro Max telephoto lens is a touch sharper, just 2-3% when we just crop in and pixel peep a lot. By the way, I have to mention that I do prefer the stabilization of 13 Pro Max. It seems less artifacty, if you have a word, than the 12 Pro Max, and overall the stability is a touch better in my opinion. Share your thoughts in the comment section below if you feel in a different way. And also you can see the difference in 4K 60 and 4K 25, which are basically identical in terms of sharpness and detail. And now let's compare the 12 Pro Max and 13 Pro Max full screen pictures with the ultra wide lens and pay attention to the grass and especially at the corners of the picture. It's very soft and noisy on the 12 Pro Max and a touch better but still noisy, and a lot of noise reduction with the 13 Pro Max, but it's a tiny bit better. Now let's get inside and basically we can see with the wide camera two identical shots. White balance is a touch different, but overall is kind of the same. And here we have a mixed lighting conditions with the wide camera, the light from the window and also the artificial light and its warm light. But I can definitely say that those pictures look just identical, both of those. And especially the white balance is kind of the same on this picture in particular, and overall I'd like to say that they are identical completely. The slow motion capabilities, Full HD 120p, it's okay and it's identical once again, nothing is changed right here in the 13 Pro Max. 240p is just it's horrendous. I won't use it at all because it's too soft and not usable basically. And now it's getting much more interesting. Once again, I wiped both phones before each shot very carefully and gently, and it was clean. The ultra-wide module became much better in the 13 Pro Max. We can definitely see that it's sharper, it's more contrasty, and definitely has less noise reduction. The 12 Pro Max is just a total noise reduction everywhere, blocks of color and noise. The wide camera is also getting better, it gets a little bit more light, and you can definitely see the difference below the windows when we crop in. Look at the bricks. We almost don't have the bricks under the windows with the 12 Pro Max. But the telephoto module is better on the 12 Pro Max because it has 2.4 aperture versus 2.8 on the 13 Pro Max, and we can see that it's sharper and has less noise reduction. The same works with those whoosh, writing things. I also do prefer the 12 Pro Max picture because it's less noisy. The time lapses are still 1080p, which is sad, and they look pretty close to each other. I wouldn't pick one over another, and maybe the white balance is a touch different, but it's okay. Let's have a look at some other night shots. You can clearly see these little ugly flares all over the picture, on the night sky, and they are not going anywhere, and it's a weak spot of any iPhone basically. Also, we can see the stabilization test once again. I do not like the stabilization during the nighttime because we have some ghosting right here, and the pictures are really close in terms of picture quality, sharpness, and stability. And let me say the white balance is a touch different. I do prefer the 13 Pro Max white balance and stability as well, but overall it's negligible. You can definitely use one phone over another and you won't notice a difference straight away. And one more comparison, the wide camera has more contrast on 13 Pro Max, and the ultra wide camera is like the biggest difference. If you want to use the ultra wide camera in low light, pick iPhone 13 Pro Max. If you want to use the telephoto module in low light, in video mode, you can pick the iPhone 12 Pro Max because it has less noise in the telephoto camera in video mode, not in photo mode. In photo mode, the telephoto camera, because of the night mode, is better on the 13 Pro Max. And a few words about the modes that the 12 Pro Max doesn't have and 13 Pro Max does have. This is the macro mode, and here's the example. It's looking pretty decent in my opinion. And also we have a lot of hype around cinematic mode of the iPhone 13 Pro Max, but in my opinion it's only 1080p at first, and the detachment from the background is really laggy. Maybe it's just the first generation of phones with it and the first firmware actually, but I do not like the cinematic mode for now. Maybe later on it will be better, but for now it's not the best feature, I guess. So guys, let's conclude. Should you upgrade your iPhone 12 Pro Max for the 13 Pro Max for shooting video? My answer is no. So if you desperately need the ultra-wide better camera, maybe you can upgrade. But all in all, it's basically the identical camera system and even better in low light with the telephoto camera, the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So guys, please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you see the difference? Maybe something else is away from my mind and you saw something interesting? And by the way, the comparison with the Sony a7S III is coming soon. And smash the like and subscribe buttons if you find this video interesting and enjoyable. Here is my Instagram and a couple of videos for you to watch next, guys. My name is Oleg Nikitin from Russia with Love, and I see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.